I'm overwhelmed. I'm a little bit emotional, and I couldn't be prouder. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. Now, if you're watching this one on the day it came out, or the week it came out, you'll probably notice that it's an additional video. You see, I normally put my reactions out on a Thursday, which I have done, and this is an extra one on a Sunday. But why? I have a ton of requests from people who've been very patient as I try and work through those. I also have a lot of labels reaching out, which is great because I love collaborating with them and the artists. It makes it so much easier to get songs released and live. And there's a bunch of music that I feel really inspired by, and bands that I've looked at a long time ago on the channel that I want to get back to. And I kind of want to keep Thursday for that. But I've spent a good few years now building this channel up, and I want to do something nice with it for someone I care about. You see, when I first moved to the UK and started working, I met a guy named Dave. And Dave is great. We have a very similar, slightly sinister sense of humor, similar taste in music, similar musical background, and he quickly became one of my best friends, and he is to this day. Dave also has a band called LACEY'S, based out of Nottingham, which is where I live. And they're awesome. They're great. They've done some incredible shows and tours with the likes of Bowling for Soup, Enter Shikari, the Fratellis. Great band. And towards the end of last year, they released some new music. I purposefully stayed away from this one because I wanted to film something for it. I've heard like a couple seconds max on Instagram while scrolling through, but I wanted to find a gap, which I finally have done now. And Dave doesn't know about this. Graz doesn't know about this. None of the guys do, because they're too modest and too nice, and they'd be like, "Oh no, don't worry about it. Thank you." Too late. It's done. I'm a big fan of theirs, and I can't wait to hear this one. I know they're very proud of it. I'm very proud at the idea of it, and I can't wait to actually hear it. I will say up front, this is not metal. It is not heavy. It's commercial. It's kind of like alternative rock, indie, emo. It's kind of all those things squished together. Or at least that's what I think it is. And I'm really excited. Before I even hit play, I will tell you that a link to all of their social media and to this song, wherever you listen to music, will be in the description below, as well as a link to a show they're doing in London in February with a legendary Irish emo band called Greywind. They're supporting them in Feb, so there'll be a link to get tickets for that if you are in the area and you do like what you hear. I'm excited for this. Nervous. Without further ado, LACEY, Dream in a Little Less Color. Let's see what you got. Stopping right here. Okay. Okay, this is setting the scene perfectly. Oh my god, I'm so proud of this. So proud of them. I am mostly just going to enjoy this, but I do want to mention a couple of things up front. When you write music in this particular genre, we have been taught and conditioned for good reason over decades and decades of songwriting experiments that there are particular formulas that work. And these formulas aren't just applied to the mainstream market. They are within metal, some prog bands even, probably everything other than jazz. you see it pop its head up in these formulas that are proven to work. There are rules for them, but you can adapt them. I love how this starts. There are 2 bits of expectation set, right? There's that little synth wind up, and that goes into a kind of a background piece. That is a tonal reference, a tonal expectation where it's going to sit. And then you have that kind of sampled hit, and it has that little gallop at the end of it. That's an energy expectation. As a listener, you now kind of know where the tone's going to be, and you know what energy you're required to give. It is subverted by the break, which I do love. It's got that nice lead guitar. You are doing yourself an injustice if you do not listen to this with headphones, because there's some awesome vocal layering and panning going on. It's really well pieced together. The reason I stopped here, and I will go back just a little bit to run in, is we're in this kind of like lower energy part. And why is that? Well, if I know song structures like I think I do, this is a pre-chorus. And the reason you bring it down like this is because if you don't and you let it run straight in, you won't have that same impact. They want you to breathe and settle so they can punch harder with something just as powerful, if not more powerful. And I'm expecting a banger of a chorus, an absolute banger of a chorus. I need it. No pressure, guys. And if I'm going to be so bold, I will make a prediction that when the song broke in the beginning, I suspect we'll hear that again, either very close to or just after the end of the first chorus to come. I am so nervous. So far the scene is set perfectly. Let's go.
Throwing stones from my glass house, shutting you out. Maybe I should just shut my mouth. I've been throwing stones from my glass house. Maybe I should shut my. I got a head full of chemicals, I'm full of ridicule, so cynical. If only I could dream in a little less color. Maybe I would sleep for a little bit longer.
Get in.
Heads full of memories, maybe the test to me. Seeing everything I'll never be. Maybe I would slay for a little bit longer. If I could drive in a little less color.
Stop in there. Oh my God. Breathe. Listen, it's so nerve-wracking and difficult when you're listening to a piece of music that someone you know or love has created. And the first minute and a half of this has just absolutely blown my mind. That is a top-class banger of a chorus. I'm going to learn the words. I'm going to be listening to this all day long on repeat. It's going to be stuck in my head. In fact, it still is ringing. And I love it when a plan comes together. Just like I thought you heard that piece. It might be slightly evolved. It might be very close to, but it's definitely the idea of that right after the chorus. This is awesome. I'm overwhelmed. I'm a little bit emotional. And I couldn't be prouder. This world is filled with people who don't clap when you win. For my friends, for my family, for you, B, I will forever clap the loudest.
Where will I be waking up tomorrow? On the wrong side of my head. Just another bitter pill to swallow. Running from the footsteps, running from it all. I've been throwing stones from my glass house, shutting you out. Maybe I should just shut my mouth.
Nice evolution of that pre-chorus.
From my glass house, maybe I should shut my mouth. Now that's off my chest. Tell me, is this all that I have left? Just let me lay my tired eyes to rest. I got a head full of chemicals, I'm full of ridicule, so cynical.
hang on. One more thing, and then it's gonna play out. I'm really struggling. Dave, dude, man, listen. I mean, all of you guys, Graz, everyone. I don't think people realize what it takes to take a piece of your soul, your energy, your creativity, and throw it out there for the world to see. It's one of the most difficult, scary things you can do. And I don't care how long you've been doing it, it's incredibly difficult. It's always a challenge. You open yourself up to criticism, critique, sometimes good, sometimes really nasty. Trust me, I know, doing this can be a circus sometimes. But please, for the love of God, never stop. You guys have something special. And can't wait to be standing in the wings one day, watching you play all your sold out shows, as you have done a number of them already. And just enjoying this in person. Wow. Dave, I love you, dude. All the love in the world. Now, let me shut my trap, go back a bit, and enjoy this for the beauty that it is.
If only I could dream in a little less color. Maybe I would sleep for a little bit longer. Head full of memories, maybe the death of me. Maybe I would stay for a little bit longer. If I could dream in a little less color. Dream in a little less color. Just another bitter pill to swallow.
I need more. That is the perfect length for that song. It leaves you wanting, it leaves you needing one more chorus. There were really nice rule bends in that, as I mentioned. The second pre-chorus didn't go straight in, gave you a little bit more. It also was a bit evolved. It wasn't one and one repeats. It was 1A, 1.1, 1X. Depends on what your proclivity for variance is. Wow. I was nervous to do this. Not because I thought it wouldn't be good or anything. I knew it was going to be good. I didn't know it was going to be this good. And I had managed to stay away from it to find this moment. And I'm glad I did, because it's easy to get tied up in things. I think this is a lesson just in life, really. It's easy to get tied up in work and life's troubles. The complication of the 2023 and 2022 and trying to adjust and settle and not make time for the things that are important. Like a message to a friend. Or drinks with a friend. Graz, Dave, you guys know we've had many beer-filled nights out in knots. Long may they continue. Or even to sit down and record something like this. It's good for me, it's good for my soul, and hopefully the platform I have gives them a bit of a boost to more people who can love and enjoy their music. I highly encourage you to please go and click on those links in the description. Support them. It costs you nothing. I don't get paid for this. A lot of people reach out and say, how can we support? How can we support? Well, monetarily, you can't. You can subscribe and you can watch the videos, which I am so grateful for. But if you're looking to do a bit more, here's a really good way. Go and support these guys. If it's something you like. Hard to imagine it wouldn't be. Couldn't be prouder, guys. Love what you've done with this. love the maturity of the songwriting, love everything. And I can't wait for more. Can't wait to see this live. Until the next one, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.